Hi everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop, and it is a Saturday evening, and I am so happy to be here with you. For those of you who have not been here before, welcome, welcome. This is my shopcast. I have a shop here in Torrington, Connecticut, which I think I just said, and it's a small little shop here, kind of specialize in a lot of Noro yarns, knitting fever yarns, so small but mighty here. So anyway, I'm glad that you're joining me tonight. So it was a crazy busy day. Great day. Lots of people coming and going. People coming in to visit. Speaking of visits, I had a nice little visit from Margie from Texas. Her daughter had come in, her granddaughter had come in a while back and gotten a gift for her to bring back to Texas, and we have become very friendly online, and she's ordered online, and she was coming to Connecticut and she dropped in for a visit, and it was so nice. She brought her family and it was very nice. So thank you, Margie, for coming in and just making my day a little extra special. It was so fun. And yeah, I've been having people coming in, popping in on their travels. Some people on their way to Florida, they stop in to stock up on stuff and go down for a while, and then stop back in when they come back up for the season. So, and talking about season, we are really getting revved up for the fall season right now and the upcoming holiday season. Speaking of that holiday season, if you happen to notice, I am wearing the Sophie scarf. I had referred to this last week. One of my customers very nicely made this for me. This is knit with, so this is the Sophie scarf, and you can find the pattern up on Ravelry, and I mean, I don't think there's too many people that don't know about the scarf. And what we decided to do was to take one of the holiday sock yarns, Signature Sparkle, from West Yorkshire Spinners, and making me very happy, and adding a strand of lace weight mohair to make this very frosty. I'm going to take it off so you could really see it. Now, I have such a short little neck that what I did was I folded it, because otherwise it's like up to here on me. So I almost folded it in half. So here you are. But isn't that pretty? The mohair just kind of just makes it and the sparkle just makes it frosty and not super holiday-ish. But isn't that pretty? And what I thought I would, this just reminded me, what I thought I would do, it's like you have, doing this, I have it up on the website, making this uses up half a ball of the Signature Sparkle and uses up pretty much most of your mohair. But with that half a ball, you could very easily make a pair of mitts. So I was thinking, ooh, you could do my Heavenly mitts, or I was thinking, what about a pair of sideways garter stitch mitts? Wouldn't those be cute? So yes, I need to get going on that. So if you did, I'm going to put that up on my website and offer that as an option to do either the Heavenly mitts or the sideways garter stitch mitts. And then you would need 1 ball of the sock yarn and 2 balls of a coordinating mohair. I'm also going to offer, so I'll offer the holiday. So let me show you the holiday yarn, the holiday sock yarn. Okay, do this. So in Sparkle, we have, this is called Nutcracker. And this one here is called Fairy Lights Sparkle. So this has a little bit, this is a little bit more, you know, with the green in there, a little bit more holiday-ish. But what I was thinking with this, you could add, well, you could add the white, or you can maybe add a little bit more of a off-white, a little more creamy with this. Yeah, that would look nice. Or if you don't want sparkle, you could do any, here, I've got a whole basket of these yarns. So this is what I got in. So we've got the sparkle, and then we've got these colors. Isn't that festive looking? So we have the really pretty gingerbread, which looks so nice with this kind of corally color. I think I referred to this last week, but you can really see how different that is compared to the bright red. And then we have the candy cane, which would look equally cute with, got a lap full here. Try not to mess up the camera. There we go. So then you could do red, green. I also have a cream color. So if you wanted to do heels and toes. Now also, if you order 3 balls of whatever colors you want, I will also, there's a free pattern that you can get. I have some really nice leaflets that you can get a leaflet as long as they last. But here's one of the patterns. So it takes 3 different yarns, 1 multi and a couple solids. Or maybe this one's all multi. But there was another pattern. I just couldn't put, well, the leaflet, I couldn't put my hands on it. Once again, I put it someplace super safe, and who knows where it is. But anyway, when I find it, it'll be available. Let's see. Let me just drop something here. And for those of you that might not have seen last week, these cute, adorable little baby. Marianne had made these cute, adorable little baby socks. And that is just the yarn. That's not adding in any stripes. That was using this one here. The holly berry. I have a ton of this left over. These would make adorable little ornaments as well. So this is the season. This is the time now. We need to start thinking about all those other things that we want to do for gifts. They'd be cute, you know, little ornaments like these, like little ornaments, either hats or mitts or socks on a package, or a garland would be adorable. Also, if you're not going for the holiday colors, you could even do, I took that off and it's a little chilly in here. And, no, a little chilly. Let me put this back on. I'm just going to fold it over. But it's so pretty. I'd probably do better not with a striped one for myself. Also, I'm not used to wearing anything this tight on my neck because it is so short. But it is awfully sweet. But that's it. That's all you do. I mean, you could also just wear it and tie it if you wanted to, or just wear it like this. There's also a shawl version of this. And somebody came in today and reminded me, my Stephen West, I'm going to forget the name of it now. I just said it earlier. The pattern stitched one. Dustland. The Dustland shawl that I was making, which I just need to finish a little bit of it and I'm done. But she came in with his little version of the Dustland in the tiny little scarf. Oh my goodness. It was so adorable and it makes me so want to make it, but I can't do anything until I finish the big one. But anyway, getting back to the other color choices. Look at this. I love that. Wouldn't that be pretty in this? Or the Heavenly Mitts. This is a beautiful choice for the Heavenly Mitts as well. And I just realized that Heavenly Mitts are, Heavenly Mitts. Hold on a second. Heavenly Mitts are right over here. I tell you, put these on. You do not want to, when it gets a little chillier, you'll see me on here with them on and not taking them off because they are so cozy. They're so soft. Yeah, they're wonderful. So I love these. I have been known to make one and then start the second one, put this on, and continue to knit and just have one hand all nice and toasty. Okay, I keep dropping this other piece here that I want to show you. I've got a lot of new pieces started. I wanted, I'm in the mood to start things right now because there's so many things that I want to make. Also, I had referred last week about the outtakes little trunk show of the 8 garments that I have. I'm not going to do that tonight because it's kind of late and there's a few other things I wanted to talk about, but I will be talking about it next week before I send them back. And because I also wanted to have some other options, color options, because in the outtakes booklet, the colors that they're showing, you know, like one of these, like all the sweaters, they're all new colors and they're not available yet. And I'm just thinking, I have these yarns in the shop, so why don't I just offer like colors I have in the shop? You know, why not? Why wait and hang on? So that's what I want to do. So when I do that, then I will show you the outtakes with my color options that are available while we are waiting for the new colors to come in. So yes, that's what I'll be doing. Okay. And speaking of that, let's see, we went through the outtakes booklet, and here we go. Oh yeah, I'm very excited. I started the Nikki Epstein Noro knit along. I am infatuated with this new blanket. I can't wait to show it to you. I cannot wait to show it to you. It is gorgeous. But before I start that, I just wanted to show you, I'm also excited about starting this project. I got the idea, like, instead of, you know, digging in and starting a big project, why don't I just like sample some of the projects? It's like, heaven knows I have enough yarn that I can find some bits of this and bits of that to start to show you how some of the stitching works up on some of these sweaters and bigger garments. So that's what I'm going to start doing. And the first one that I want to start, well, no, I shouldn't say the first one. Well, one of the projects that I'm making out of the new Noro, I cast on today, and it's just an easy, great beginner's project. But I looked at the colors and I'm like, I have all those colors because they're featured in the knit along, and it's really cute. And why don't I just start it, because it won't take me long at all to make this. And for newer knitters, it might be an inspiration. So I am making this very simple little cowl. I know, cowl, I know. But I can't help it. This is really cute. So it has 4 different colors. There you go. And it's called Color Wheel. And it's 4 different stitches. And this will take absolutely, it's 200 grams of yarn. What? 50? Yeah, 200 grams of yarn. That will take no time to make. And it's seed stitch, a textured rib, which I think is also what I like to call waffle weave. And then there's a basket weave and a flex stitch. So they're all just simple knits and purl stitches. And just these really pretty colors. Let me show you. Go. So I have the teal and the purple. And normally I don't like red and purple together, but for some reason I like it in this project. And then there's this kind of very quiet pumpkin color. But aren't they pretty? And then this is the red. Now, I notice in the red, whoops, I keep dropping stuff, that the red that they're showing looks like it's not available anymore. I do not see that color number. But this red is so close that I think this is what they're going to have to use. So anyway, I have no problem with this red. Plus this red is what they're putting with these other 3 colors. So we're good. But isn't that pretty? Very seasonal looking. So anyway, I was excited about starting that because it's just a mindless project. So that will be a nice, easy thing to do. And let's see. Here we go. Okay, so there's that project that I'm doing. And then I wanted to show you a few of the garments in the new Noro magazine. So let me do that. Everything that I have, like in the plastic sheets and the new magazines, everything is just slip sliding all over the place. Okay. So, oh, this is very cute. Okay, I was going to show you some pieces. So let me show you the pieces. There's some beautiful brioche hats in here, but brioche and I just don't hit it off. But I just love the looks of these hats. Yeah, I don't know. I have a mental block when it comes. I love them, but I just have a mental block when it comes to knitting brioche. So I'm just kind of like, we won't do it right now. This I love. This is a Silk Garden multi, regular Silk Garden yoke, and then just one of the more subtle colors for the background. Love that. Love that. I might just have to somehow do a little bit, incorporate a little bit of that pattern, maybe do a hat or something, so that we can see how that looks. Yeah, so it's like I'll be sampling what makes smaller projects so that you still get an idea of how the yarn works, the color looks, and just the technique. And then this is really cute. This fingerless mitts and cowl. And I do have these colors. I think I have the brighter color. I definitely have the background color for that in stock. I don't think I have to wait for that to come in. And then, oh, this is the sweater. Okay, this is the sweater that I am in love with. Absolutely love this sweater. But I'm looking at it and I'm saying, there's so many other things you could also do if, well, first of all, that'd make an adorable vest. Oh. That would make an adorable vest, too. But I love how they did the color work. This is using Tassagori and Hanui silk. So what they did was they took two different colors of the Tassagori and then took because there's stripes in between the Tassagori of the Hanui silk, and that is very interesting to me. I really would love to try that out in something, because you could take that stitch pattern, that striping pattern, and do any number of things with that. So I think that would be fun. Although the sweater is wonderful. I mean, that will be up on the website, but you know, I'm always thinking about what else can you do. So I've got these great colors in Tassagori. You could also, if you're not like an earthy person, you could also do, there's purple and then this dark blue. You could do something like that. And then also there's another blue as well. There's some new colors coming in, but those, like I said, they're not available yet. So anyway, that is of interest to me. That sweater is called Melange. And then, all right, that's fine. Then I have an interesting article. Now, for those of you, so this is the brand new Noro magazine, Noro 25. I have plenty. Well, actually, I need to order more. We have been going through them like crazy in the shop, but I still have plenty. But you order the magazine, you also get a not gift certificate. You get a coupon for 10% off anything featured in the magazine, yarn, or project. Sorry, I got a tickle. And then I'll talk about the KAL pack later. So there's that. So don't forget, if you don't have the magazine yet, we have them. And they are shipping now. But I love this article about mixing mohair with different yarns and how it changes. Like, you could use the same background color, but when you change the color of mohair, what happens? So I think that's interesting. And then, okay, there's any number of some of these crochet projects. Actually, I'm not going to go through too much of this because, and then I'm still waiting to find out about the Noro trunk show, when that will be coming in. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to talk about with the Noro magazine for now. But yeah, that's going to keep me busy. And then also, oh, yeah, I didn't mention this. Then this is really beautiful. And this is Jody's, Jody Long's husband designed this. It's called Beatrix, and Francisco, I think it's pronounced Correa, did this beautiful mosaic sweater with this gorgeous magenta border on it. So that is very tempting. And then we also have the Alexa, which, oh my goodness, so many people are ordering. This is one of the brand, actually it's 2 colors in one of the brand new yarns. I think it's called the Sayun, and that's another slip stitch pattern. So, but I'm thinking we can get started on this now because we don't have to wait for those colors to come in. We have so many other yarns in Noro that will work perfectly for this. So that is what's on my mind right now. Okay, so I need to make sure this goes home with me tonight. Oh, the most exciting thing in the magazine that I have to talk about. Okay, so the knit along, which I did mention last week, and I showed the 3 color options, and I showed how I'm doing the cut. So if you want to order the magazine and what I normally do a yarn tasting. So the yarn tasting is, let me see here. Oh, this magazine is going to slide away. So let's, all right, I take this off. Immediately cold. Take this off. So pretty. It's so soft. It feels like a kitten. It's just so nice. Okay, so so these are my colors. This was, so this was the KAL that I was wearing last week. This is the, what I'm calling the Noro waffle weave samplet KAL. So this is a 2-ball with just the multicolor. Then I'm offering and I'm really pleased with how this, okay, on, off, okay. I'm really pleased with how this one looks on too. You know, I put a cushion on so I'd be up higher, and I still feel like I'm not up that high. There we go. So there we go. So this is the 3 color, this is option 3 for the knit along. And then there's option 2. So that first one I showed was option, excuse me, option 1. My allergies have been just, and I know everybody else is suffering too. And doesn't matter what time of day. There we go. Now this one. Okay, so this is option 2 with the blues, which is very pretty. Okay. But what I did was I started knitting the knit along. I know it hasn't, I don't know, I checked the Facebook page and I didn't really see any updates or anything about it, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's on Ravelry. I'll check later. But, okay, I have to find it. Okay, so here we go. So, this is the square. And, you know, me thinking I know everything and thought I figured out exactly how Nikki Epstein was doing this. Surprise, surprise. No. Nikki is a true knitwear designer, and she always never ceases to surprise you. So this is one of the squares, okay? And note that I'm saying square. Well, when I was reading the pattern, I happened to notice that it's being referenced as triangles. And I'm like, well, yeah, kind of, yeah, you're starting as a triangle, that's gonna be a square. Yeah, okay, well, this is what's really happening. So I decided to not do my usual cool colors, and I went, because the warm colors, maybe it's because it's autumn, they were just speaking to me, and I really wanted to work with those. So I started, and when I started, I said, oh, I should have done it the other way, but it turned out to work out just fine. So I started with my first triangle, and there we go. Love the leaves. I love how they pop out, and I think this is called Faro stitch. So you start down at this corner and you work your way up. Now, this is done. I'm going to set this aside, okay? So then I said, okay, let's start with the multicolor. Because I thought, normally, and I've done counterpanes before, you start from one corner, you work out, and then you decrease to your other corner. No, you do a triangle. And then, this is, I'm not going to have enough, I have to join some more yarn, but this is almost. So there's my other triangle, whoops, same stitch pattern, just falling off my needle, but there you go, done in the multi. And I have to say, this kind of knitting just makes my heart sing. I love this kind of knitting. I am so happy to be doing this. This is just a pure joy to work on this. So anyway, so now what's going to happen is these two pieces, once I've finished off a little bit more, will get 3 needle bound off together, and you will have a square. However, now I don't, because it's a knit along and I don't know what's happening in the future. I mean, I'm assuming there'll be more stitch patterns. But what it's looking like is that if you have all these triangles done up with 3 different colors for your color option, it's going to be like a puzzle. You get to figure out how you want to put them all together. And I think that's genius. I love, Nikki could have very easily just done what I thought she was going to do and just gone ahead and make this a square. You know, you have a gold one, or even, I just figured she was changing color. That's what I thought. Halfway through, she was going to change color. But no, she's giving you options to make these triangles and give you so many other color options, so many other patterning options. It's like a true quilt. And I am really excited by this. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm almost finished with this one. Because I couldn't wait, what I decided I was going to do was, because I want all my customers to see the different colors. So what I decided to do was to take one of the colors from, I'm going to do a sample, a triangle sample from each color from each option, so you can see how the color works. So right now I have the red multi, the gold, and then I'm going to do a red. The red. So right now for the blue, the sec color 2 option, see, and this pattern's a little different. It has little knit purl pattern like that. So this is going to be this colorway, and here we go. And these 2 other colors with this. There you go. So I will be doing triangles in these, and then I will also be doing triangles in the bright colors as well. So I am very, I am going to be so happy. So many colors. This is like the best because it's small. It works up quickly. You can, like, I did one of these squares like in an evening. And actually there was something I kept messing up on because I kept thinking I wasn't on the right row and kept ripping it back, and it turned out I was fine all along. But anyway, yeah, like one night you could probably do, or at least do one of the triangles. That's what I meant. Do a triangle. So yeah, so much fun. I'm very excited about this. And then the other thing is, because it is a pricey project. And I'm sorry, I know I'm probably sounding so nasally. Everybody's been saying you sound like you have a cold, and I'm just stuffy. As my kids, I know this sounds dumb. My kids, when they were really little, I thought it was the cutest thing on earth. They would say, "Mommy, I'm snuffy." And every time I say the word stuffy, I always go back to when they were little kids saying that. Here they are all stuffed up and they're snuffy. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this too. Okay, I will in a second. So, yeah. So I can't wait. Oh, so I was on the topic of it's not an inexpensive project. It's not. I didn't even price it out. I got all the yarn in. Got nervous I didn't have enough, that I wouldn't have enough blankets. Ordered more, especially since it was in stock. It was like, yippee, it's in stock. I don't have to wait for it. I'm gonna get it while it's there, which I'm glad I did, because even if I didn't sell that many blankets, between the cowls and this other project that I was not aware that it was taking basically the same colors, we've got this yarn covered. I'm not even worried about it. I also wanted to show you the cute little mitts. So when you order the cowl kit, if you order the 3-ball cowl kit with the because I don't think, yeah, the 3-ball cowl kit, you have plenty of yarn left over to make a decent pair of mitts. If you order the 2, they're going to be really short, or they're going to be like little cuffs. So, or unless you want to add yarn to it, then that's perfectly fine. You could do that. But I just want to let you know that, so your kit's going to come with the mitts and the cowl pattern as well. Okay? But anyway, so that's that. Just the single color. And then, okay, so I was talking about the KAL. Yes, so yes, I acknowledge that it's not an inexpensive project. So this is the whole reason I started this, partly because I'm excited, and partly because I want to see how much yarn it takes and how big one of the squares will be when it's done. Because this is going to make 1 square. Then you have to make 3 others. I'm guessing around an 18-inch pillow. Let's see how close I am to that. And I want to see how much yarn it's going to take, because I have a few people that would like to go for the pillow. They just feel like, you know, they don't have time and they don't need another blanket, and this would satisfy making and going along with the KAL and still, you know, keeping within budget and time and still have the satisfaction of doing a knit along. Somebody else came up with an idea today. Oh, they were saying, and I thought that was kind of a brilliant idea, that you could even do like a wrap if you put your squares like this in a different, yeah. Then you could do a wrap. Actually, it would be maybe 18 inches deep then, and you just did it this way. So that could be thought. That could be an interesting thought too. Yeah. So I think once you start making them, you start putting them together. We could even maybe do like a lap size blanket too. We just need to figure out how much that initial yarn wise and size wise, how much that might all be revealed by the time I get off of this. It might already be up, the information as far as how big the finished blanket's going to be. Right now, as of right now, I don't know, because that information was not available. But we will see. As soon as it is available, I will let you know. Okay, so anyway, so that totally delighted, over the moon about the blanket. Let's see, what else tonight? Check my, oh, I have to show you this too. Now this mohair, unfortunately, I can't get, it's the only ball I have, so I think I might need to save this for me, but I just had to share it. Look at how beautiful that is. Yeah, this purple, they don't have any more. I have another purple, but I just love this one. More like an orchid. Okay, what else is in my notes here? I think I'm almost done, which is probably good. Oh yeah, I want to talk about that too. Outtakes. Oh yeah, okay, a couple more things. Okay, I made a slight change. I was offering, as far as, when I do the Noro, if you order the magazine, I was talking about 10% discount. Well, normally with the Outtakes magazine, what I normally do is I give you, you pick a project and I include the Noro magazine free. But I've had a few people that are interested in doing maybe more than one project. So, slight change. I am going to, a few people have just ordered the Noro Outtakes and purchased it. So this makes it easier for me to deal with that later. Is I'm just going to offer 10% off right above board for the projects and the yarn in the Noro 25 and the projects and the yarn in the Outtakes. So if you've got the coupon code from the magazine purchase, you just put that coupon code in and it will take it off of the Outtakes projects that are all up. And I have like half of the Noro projects, magazine projects up. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I have to do it this weekend, but I know all the other things I have to do. But I have to do that. So I have to get the other half of the Noro projects up so that if you want to order something else, you can do so and add the 10%. If for some reason I don't get to it, or I don't get all of them up, and you want to go ahead and order, you can always call me and we can just take care of it over the phone, and not to worry. Get the 10% off and get your order in and all that. So just don't worry about that. But I'm just trying to think, because I know how long it takes to. It takes time to put those things up and put your prices up and just figure all that stuff up in the pictures, and it really takes time. Getting much better at it, that it takes me a lot less time, but still, you have a certain amount of things, and you can't be too fast, because that's when I make mistakes. I make mistakes anyway. I'm always finding mistakes. So if you ever find anything that's like, huh, that doesn't make sense at all, like the price is totally out of whack, it just doesn't make sense, please let me know, because it's very possible that, yeah, I made a mistake. And quite often, most times, I make it to your benefit. Every once in a while, I don't. And that's what's so wacky, that people will catch it like, I'm not buying that. That's like way too expensive. And it's because I did something stupid. So, yeah, just let me know. Let me double check it, and I can at least fix it, okay? All right, so let's see. What else? Talked about all that. Yeah, okay. And then one other thing, because I'm so in love with, and you have to check out on my Facebook page, I'm going to put it up. Somebody shared a picture of their cowl that they did with, they did some silk garden, and then they added some other yarns to it as well. And they put it on their dog to you know, to model it. And you could tell by the dog's body language, because his ears are down a little bit, that he's not really feeling it. But it looks adorable on him. So I'm going to be sharing that picture. And the reason I'm saying that is because, I still have, and I have this. I still have some of these left. And I'm finding, okay, so the Barocco yarn tasting packs. So I still have some of these left. And there's a coupon code that you get 50% off of one of the patterns. And then also the catalog is available with it. And I mean, the projects are wonderful. And I do have the yarns in stock. But these kits, so what I decided to do, because I was not feeling the mitt that I had started, and I know I talked about this, that I had started with this. I don't remember if I showed this. I had to set it down and do other things. But tonight, I'm going to finish it because I'm like almost done. Just have a few more rows to knit, and sew the shoulder, and weave my ends in. But I did my cowl in this yarn. So much better. I'm so glad that I decided to make the cowl with this yarn. But look at how cute this is. And this, it's just really striped up adorable like that. Here, just take this off again. So it's the same cowl, just done with different type of yarn. Here. But, I know, I showed this on Facebook, and it's so funny how, have you ever noticed when you're, I don't know, you're just talking, and something will come out of your mouth that, where did that come from? And I happen to say, oh yeah, that this is really cute, and this is like a sportier look. Have you heard anybody say a sporty look? I don't think I've heard that. This is really cute with the stripes. A more casual look. How's that? I just felt like I dated myself tremendously by saying that. But it's like every once in a while you'll say something and you don't know where that came from. It was like from the depths of your memory. And as soon as that came out of my mouth, I said to myself, oh my God, sporty. When's the last time I heard that word? Yeah. That was kind of crazy. Flash from the past. So anyway, I'm just about finished. I just have a few more rows, but I really love how cute that is, just with the stripes like that. But what a great way to try out these yarns in these kits and have something cute to show for it. What I did at the very bottom is there's one yarn. It's called Bestie. That's a very chunky yarn. And I just used that to start with. I kept with the same needle size. I should have used a bigger one, but that's okay because I didn't want it super wide at the bottom. And then what I just did was, you can either start with a couple less stitches, or what I did was I start with the same amount of stitches that my other cowl started with, and I just increased another little repeat so that it wouldn't ruffle. And it's fine. And you can tell it's a little heavier. You can feel it's heavier. But otherwise, the rest of the yarns all kind of blend together weight-wise. So that's just how you get along. The only yarn I did not use was the gimlet, which had a lot of... it was also a very bulky yarn and had a lot of sparkle in it. And I just was like, sorry, this is my sporty version. Sparkle does not apply to this cowl, right? So, yeah, so I just left it out and didn't need it because I still have leftover yarn from this. But I'm really pleased with this cowl. I can't even tell you. You're gonna be seeing this cowl in a lot of stuff. That's all I can say. Okay, so I'm gonna let you all go. I'm going to, thank goodness it started to calm down. I was kind of hanging out a little bit because there was a lot of activity It's a Saturday night. I don't normally, not usually in town on Saturday night. It's not like we have this like major rip-roaring city or anything, but it's Saturday night. Some of the restaurants are open. One of the bars around the corner is open that a lot of the younger people, can't believe I'm saying that either, younger people go to. And there was a show there's a Warner Theater, beautiful, beautiful old Art Deco theater that we have in town that they refurbished, and it's gorgeous. So they do shows there, and there's a show going on tonight there. So downtown is packed as far as trying to find parking. That's always kind of a problem. But yeah, I need to get off because I am so stuffed up. I can hear how nasally I sound right now. It's crazy. Okay, so and don't forget, this has been super popular. People have been ordering theirs. I have one of my gals that made one that she's a poll worker, and poll worker. That always sounds weird to me because I'm thinking poll. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, it just always hits me. It's funny. But she has her little chick next to her when she's working the polls, so I thought that's really, really cute. Yeah, I can see myself going to the polls. Go vote with my vote chicken. Yeah, it might bring a few smiles to everybody that day. So here we go. Okay, so you have a great rest of the night, great rest of the weekend. Feel free to give me a call if you have any questions about the Noro magazine, about the KAL, anything, any questions. And yeah, so otherwise I will see you again next week, and I'll have all the information, and we will talk about the Noro outtakes, okay? So you have a good rest of the week. Take care. Get a whole lot of knitting done, and I will see you really, really soon. Bye-bye.